Good morning, everybody. Welcome to First Cup. My name's Jeremy. Today is Wednesday, October 24th, 2018, and this is my first cup of coffee. Starting a couple minutes late, I aim to start at 6:30 every morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday here on YouTube, Tuesday, Facebook, Thursday, Instagram. That'll probably get changed up at some point. I don't know when or how or why, but for now, that's what we do. But I was a little bit late because I've been up for so long that I forgot to turn on the coffee pot. I got up at 5:15 and was at my desk getting work done by 5:45. Because there's stuff to do. Because it's a weird day. It's a weird day. I'm working a little bit of my non-whistlekick stuff today, which I don't typically do on Wednesdays, which means very, very limited time to get done. So as soon as this show is done today, I'll be back at my desk, hammering through a couple things, although that'll be whistlekick stuff. The stuff I was doing before I came on with you, that was also whistlekick stuff. Got to start getting the new gis shipped around. They're selling already, even with terrible photos. People are buying them, which is super exciting. And I've got to put one in a box and send it to Australia. So that'll be fun. What else can I say? What else is happening? So much is happening. But I got to wrap my brain around it. See, even though I've been up for over an hour, I'm still not awake. The things I was doing at my desk really don't require thought. It's the coffee that brings the thought. So good. There was something I was going to talk about. Yeah, it was about that. And where did that lead from? Hold on. It's almost there. It's almost there. No, can't find it. Damn it. Oh well. I'll find something else. So I'm busy. I'm often busy. And I've talked on this show about how to prioritize and manage time, and I got texts coming in. And how to choose what is worthy of your time. But at the end of the day, sometimes you realize that the next day has to start really early, and that day is going to go really long. And today is one of those days. So what do I do on those days? Well, if it's a day like today where the structure, the flow of the day, where the flow of the day is not really within my control, then I just do the best I can. I look at what my, in this case, my whistlekick priorities are. Oh my God, so many texts. And I get done what I can get done. If there's stuff that has to get done, I'll stay up late and do it, or get up early and do it. But there's plenty of stuff that I want to get done, doesn't have to get done, so it gets pushed off. And one of the most challenging things I've learned is how to accept that not everything's going to get done. I grew up pretty regimented, and if I set some priorities, I'm going to get this stuff done, and I have to get this stuff done, and the world doesn't work that way. In my last career doing IT, I learned that nearly every business I worked with was behind on their bills, which was mind-blowing to me. And the reason they were behind on their bills is because all of their customers were behind on bills. Now, I don't know who was holding on to the money, but we would get times where I would call up a customer and say, hey, I really need you to pay me. And they'd pay me, and the money would go right out the door. And that's just kind of how it works. And that's how it works when there are limited resources. And when your business, in that case, your financials, are tied into others. When your life and what you do is dependent on others in whatever way, it can be really difficult to move forward in the way that you would like to. Throughout my days, my weeks, I rely on a number of people. And I do my best to choose the people to make sure that they are the best people. And some of those are people on the team, but most of those are not people that are on the team. Most of those are people that work at, various companies that we rely on. It's no secret that we sell a lot of our products on Amazon. I don't get to pick the people out at Amazon. I only get to pick whether or not I work with Amazon. There are choices there, but they're not always great choices. I don't get to fire the terrible customer service rep who doesn't answer my question. I don't get to hire someone who would be better. I accept what I can change, make the best of it, and know that, sometimes things are going to fall, they're going to stumble. And I just make sure that whatever I'm doing, I pick myself back up, I dust myself off, that whole cliche, and I move forward, just like we do in our training. If you're not stumbling, you're not pushing the boundaries. If you leave your class and you nailed everything perfectly, I think you did class wrong. You're not trying to push in some way. If you're not exhausted at the end of class, there are exceptions, of course, but you probably weren't going as hard as you could have. We have far more control over the nuance than we want to believe. And that nuance is all the difference. If you ever talk to anyone who's a high-level chef or you watch a cooking show, you see that it's not the basic ingredients that they're putting into any dish that makes them different from the way I, and most likely you, cook. It's the subtle things. It's the little things. It's using a different type of pepper, or, they're adding in a pinch of something that you would never be able to identify, but it's there and it impacts the flavor. And the same thing can be said about the way you approach your day, the way you approach your training. It's that nuance. And it doesn't mean that you can take what's nuanced and stuff it into the whole thing. You can't go 100% on every single technique for the entire duration of class. It's probably not going to work out well. You might even get hurt. I can't get up at 5:15 every day and be at my desk at 5:45 when the average time I go to bed is after 10. That doesn't work for me. It's not sustainable. But last night, I worked as long as I could, and I went to bed. And I can do that a couple days in a row. My goal for today is just to survive. I've been to martial arts classes and competitions where my goal is to survive. The goal is self-defense, right? Survive with as little injury as possible. Talking about sleep now, I'm tired again. I need more coffee. I really like coffee. So, I'm fully aware this is not my most cohesive, coherent, motivational episode I've done. But hopefully you can take something away from it. Take something away from the fact that we're not always at our best. We're not always 100%. And that's because we continue to grow and change and shift and all those other words. I hope you have a great day. I hope you are productive and happy and get some training in. I won't. And yeah, come see me tomorrow on Instagram at whistlekick. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Facebook, Tuesday. No, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, YouTube. Tuesday, Facebook, Thursday, Instagram. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.